8 classes when I was in law school, got 3 Ds, and now I'm a lawyer. I know firsthand that if you don't have time management in law school, you are going to struggle. That's why I've got 7 tips for you in when you manage your time to survive law school. By the way, if you're new here, the content that I post on my blog and on this page is right here. You may either hate or love this first one, but the first one is scheduling. I'm not talking about time blocking every single hour of your day, but it is important to know what your schedule is like. Because you're not just fitting in to time to study, you're also fitting in everything else that you have in your life. Like if you have a job, hobbies, whatever, that's why you need a schedule. And how to work on the schedule, what you're going to do with the schedule is that you're going to first get together everything that's fixed. And what I mean by fixed is that everything that you can't necessarily change the time for. For example, you don't have 100% control over when you will have your classes, so that's obviously going to be fixed. If you have a job, there may be work shifts that you don't have a lot of control over. Things that are like set in stone already that you can't always like be flexible with change. Like for example, cleaning your house, like that's not a fixed thing that you have because that's actually technically something that you can do, that you can move around anytime during the week. First things first is have those fixed events in your schedule already so you know how you can work around it. Just to sidetrack before I mention number 3 is that every semester you should really be knowing every single assessment that's there. You should already have a table of all of your assessment due dates, and you should have like a good general idea of everything that you need to get done for that semester. And then you break that down into a weekly to-do list, which you will then break down even further to a daily to-do list. And those are the things that you can add into your schedule, because you don't want to just put in your schedule that you're studying and all that. You want to walk into your studying with intention. You need to walk into studying with a plan, and that's where your weekly to-do list broken down into a daily to-do list will come in. I'm gonna step aside from studying for now, because this is actually even more important than your studying, is studying time for self-care and anything else in your personal life that is extremely important to you. Because yes, law school keeps you very, very busy, but it should not take over your whole life. So don't forget to schedule the things that you like doing, because burnout is a very easy way to lose motivation in law school. Never having time for any of your hobbies or things that you enjoy is a really easy way for you to dread law school. Ironically, when I started scheduling solo dates, self-care stuff, hobbies, and all of that, that's when my grades really started to thrive and I stopped failing classes. These last 2 I'm going to share actually like sort of just life hacks that you need to use wisely. The first one is habit stacking. So this is where you pair something